Welcome to Wild West Garage. My name's Morgan, and that is a 283 that I just picked up on Facebook Marketplace. I actually got two of them for $300. They came complete with bell housings, clutches, starters, carburetor. The other one has a distributor on it. This one's got a 3-speed transmission with it. This one here has clean oil in it, so I'm going to try and get this one running. The other one he said was seized, but actually it's not. It does turn, but I think this is the best prospect here. So I'm going to throw a distributor in it and hook up a battery to the starter and see if I can get it to fire up. So I've got this HEI distributor here that I'm going to use. It's brand new. It's never been fired, so I don't know if it might not work. So one thing I want to do actually here, now that I've gotten into this, I'm going to block this up a bit. There we go. Falling wedge underneath the canister oil filter. She's rock solid now. It's very important to straighten the dipstick before you start the engine, because that could really throw off the space-time continuum. Look at that. Is that all nice? I mean, look at that oil, eh? Clean. You know, I'd probably be wise to drain it, but I'm not wise, so I'm not going to drain it. It's right on the full mark. So, okay, yeah, before I get too carried away here, I want to turn this thing over at least one revolution by hand. Because if it's going to bend, if it's got a seized valve, it's going to show itself. It's eating my shirt. Makes compression, I can feel it. Hear it. Okay, I think I've gone around more than once. Not concerned. That's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to prime it.
So now 7 o'clock at Just Chicks.
How did this happen?
She suggested that. I said, well, I could just make brownies, you guys could come.
Oh, did you phone her?
I just texted her because I thought she must be in contact with Mark and could be getting back to us so fast.
Oh, yeah.
So then, but just because I hate to go all the way there and then find out we can't get in.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
All right.
Jake 6-7.
Okay. See, the men try to make arrangements to go out on a double date, and the women just take over. See, just the distributor that I turned the top off of, and here's the shaft. It's important to use one of these like this because this is actually an oil gallery right here. So if you don't have this in there, like this plugs off the hole. The oil is just going to come into that thing and it's not going to go throughout the engine. I got a lot of flack for doing this one time from a guy. The last time I used this on my channel, said it was pointless exercise. I'm not sure where he was coming from, but obviously didn't understand how the oiling system on an engine works. Not getting a lot of resistance. See, actually, see how it's turning the drill backwards? It means there's some pressure. You watch when I let go? There's pressure building. It's pushing back on the pump. That's good. I just noticed something. This valve cover had a Pontiac sticker on it. So this came out of a Pontiac. It's going in a Pontiac. Maybe. That's good. Would have come out of a Canadian Pontiac though. But anyway. I'm starting to see some oil up here now. You know what? I'm going to put an oil pressure gauge on it. £40. Sure. Actually, this is the part that's the oil gallery right here, not up here. This part. Yeah, so the oil gallery. This goes through the oil gallery right here. This part here. Okay, I'm back. Couldn't find I found a positive cable, but you'd think with all the stuff I got here I could find a cable. I'm sure I have one somewhere, but I just didn't want to, I knew this would work. A little bit of house wiring. I'm just gonna tag it on right here. Vice grip this on here. There we go. So now, see what happens. Sounds a little uneven, like it might have a dead hole, but we'll see. So, gotta take numero uno out. See, that's one right there. Number one, top dead center, right there. So I just held my finger over the spark plug hole until it pushed it off. And then I could see that the timing mark was right close to the tab there, so I just rotated it back to 0. So we're getting close here. So I like number one to point right here. See if it'll work with this oil sending thing here. No. So I gotta take that out. There we go. That's exactly where I want it. One 1-843-6572. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. It's one number that I've managed to memorize. Turns this way, so number 8 is there. So probably our shortest wire. This is not the right wire set for this. Maybe it is actually. Pretty long, so 4 will be here. These. Not really. That's not going to work. Just put it like this. I'm going to run this thing for a long time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Work. Going to fill up the carburetor through the vent. We're a little down in there. If the pump works. Nope. Well, let's get some vacuum advance action here. Why not? Okay, nothing's caught in the fan belt. I think it's go time. Look at that. Fired right up. I think we got a winner. How about that? Can't get much better than that, can you? I'll do a compression test on it now. I'm gonna run it one more time. Beauty. It runs so good. I'll do a compression test now. That is nice. Yeah, these look good. They're a little bit black, but like looks more like it's just rich fuel black. about 5 times. Again, this is a good score, I think. We'll see. 4 more to go. Yeah. 110. 120. That one's 100. Let's hit it again here. That's topping out at 100. That one's only hitting, yeah, that's it. No, that's hitting 110 as well. 110. And it's not turning over super fast either, so I'd call that a good engine. I'm going to put it in the Pontiac. Not even going to open it.
I also forgot to hold the throttle wide open while I was doing the compression test. That might have given me a better result.
Yeah, so good compression, or reasonably good compression. I think it's good. I mean, I'd like to see them all come and tapping 120 plus, but like I said, it's not turning over super fast, so it could be part of the problem. There's that one low cylinder, but I can't even remember which one it was actually. I'm not going to worry about it. It's probably going to improve once it gets in there and gets all warmed up. And you know, and I worked in the auto wrecking industry. Well, that was my first job in the automotive trade, actually. We used to drizzle water down the carburetors on engines, like if they didn't have good compression, and it would clean out all the carbon and off the valves and everything. I guess that's the theory, and they always improved after we did that. So, anyways, get them up to about 3,000 or 4,000 RPM and just start pouring the water in them. We would actually throttle the engine with the water. It's kind of interesting, actually. Never bent any rods. I never drank that much, but clean them out. I'm not going to do that on this engine. You know, when engines sit around for a while, carbon swells, you know, sticks rings and stuff, gets on valves, holds them open. So that could be what's going on here. Okay, now I gotta redo all this. 2. Gas everywhere. Advance timing a little bit more. Ignition on. Contact. What did I do here? Why isn't it starting? Maybe it's flooded. awesome. Well, that was fun. That's it's been a long time since I fired up an engine on the floor like this. I've actually got a stand that I built years ago, just cobbled together out of junk that I had laying around. I still have it, but it's you know, it had a like a push button start and everything on it, all the wiring to do this, but it's buried back there somewhere. It was for the time it would have taken me to set it up on the stand, I didn't think it was worth it. But anyways, yeah, I think I even had a rad set up and everything for it, so I could you know, break in cams and that. But yeah, no, I'm really happy. This is this went. Now I'm stoked about getting the other one going. I've actually got another 283 I got to pick up. Traded it to a friend for some work. I don't know if I really explained what I was doing here or anything, but it was just kind of an exercise in curiosity, really. I wanted to see if my investment in these motors, this right here, is worth the money I paid for both of them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one that's going to go in the Pontiac, because that other one had it's got like oil chunks, like, you know, chunky spark plugs. So this sounds real good. It's smooth as can be. I mean, it idles beautifully. So I'll have to go into that carburetor and well, maybe I'll throw a 4-barrel intake on it. I probably will. Anyway, thanks for hanging around, and I'll see you next time.